Nobody's going to create space in your life for you. It's up to you to make it happen. So while you can't completely get rid of busyness, there are some things I've found that can take the edge off. Hello, and welcome to the Connect podcast. This show is all about helping you connect to your soul's calling so you can take action on it. Because the sweetest success is a blend of discovering your purpose with the inner drive to bring it to life. I'm Sheila, health coach, lifestyle entrepreneur, and mom of two, best known for my online wellness programs, mentoring, and self-love passion. Listen in for inspiring interviews, solo chats, and Q&A sessions that will move you past overwhelm towards what lights you up. Stop accepting good enough and go for your version of great in your health, business, and relationships. Let's get started. Welcome back to the show. How often when someone asks you how you're doing, do you say, crazy busy, you? It's just so true, right? And yet lately, the voice in the back of my head has been asking me back, busy doing what? It gets me thinking about the choices I'm making in my life. What I've found is life is as full or as empty as we decide it is. Now, everyone will agree that for many people this year, things got very busy. They needed to extend their scope of work, in many cases, to learn new technologies for work, and maybe even for teaching their kids at home, doing extra driving for those who were doing half of their learning at home or half at school. There has been so much more to do. Breaking up with busy would seem impossible for many people on the surface. With that in mind, the biggest challenge that people I talk to have is trying to fit more of themselves into their day. I truly believe that as a result of this year, creating space for self-care is even more important. And yet it's become harder to make happen due to the reasons I just mentioned. Again, let me say this clearly. There are very overworked people in need of rest. And while the responsibilities you have may feel like way too much right now, you do have a choice with how you carve out pieces of time in your day or week to refuel yourself. If you don't, life will do it for you. I lost my 43-year-old sister and mom of two toddlers to cancer. When I sat by her bedside in her last days, she shared that she was finally ready to do whatever it took to improve her health. She'd seemed healthy, but this sudden illness crept up on her. It was a really clarifying moment for me, and it informs on the work I do every day. I want a better experience for you. Nobody is going to create space in your life for you. It's up to you to make it happen. So while you can't completely get rid of busy, there are some things I've found that can take the edge off. You can make space to assess your daily life and schedule, first on your own, and then if you're in a partnership or in a family, with them. Idea fatigue has been the biggest time waster in my life. So having a menu for the week ahead and knowing what we're eating ahead of time has been huge in making me feel less busy and more free. Batch prepping meals 1 to 2 days a week or even the night before for the next day has been life-changing. Getting your family involved in household duties, this is a huge one. I'm so grateful. My boys are so incredibly helpful, but because I asked them to, and we started at a young age. It's never too late, but it's up to you as a parent. There are countless micro and drastic ways you can make changes in your life. Above all else, though, it's about your mindset. Remember when I said earlier that your life is as full or as empty as we decide it is? Well, being more present in each day instead of begrudging what's coming next, like a long lineup or several evenings out in a row where your time is seemingly taken from you. Ask yourself, how can you fit more of yourself into each moment? How can you find enjoyment in each day? Here's a story for you. I was off to soccer practice, which is over an hour away with traffic, and it was canceled due to excessive rain 1 hour into my drive. I had two choices here. I could have gotten really angry and had it steal my joy, get me all snappish with my kids, and ruin my evening, or I could choose to find something to be grateful for and look for another option to fill our time in the city. Guess which one I chose? Yep, the second one. So my boys and I ended up doing something completely different. We cranked Drake on the radio, drove to a local upscale mall, donned our masks, and went shopping for winter outerwear, which we were going to do over the weekend. Here were just a few of the wins from that night. My son didn't get soaked in the cold rain during flu season. The mall was quiet. We found almost everything we were looking for. We had some laughs. We had a treat. And there was no major traffic on the way home. It turned out to be a better evening than originally planned. Was it a busy night? Well, it actually was quite busy all day long, and then getting there on time and then having it canceled. Well, you know the drill. But we did a bunch of things that evening that may have looked busy, but it was just different than what we thought instead. And the way we showed up felt good. I'll leave you with this. You get to choose how to create space for yourself at home. You need to get clear on what that looks like for you. What are you busy doing? If you're busy making the most of each moment, you're winning. I'd love to hear what you're doing to make more space for the things that are important to you in your life. Please screenshot and share this episode to your Instagram, tagging me at Sheila A. Botello, and let me know. Enjoy your week. Big blessings. Thank you so much for being here with me on the Connect podcast. If you like this episode, please share it with someone you think would enjoy it. Also, if you head over to iTunes to leave a review, I'd be so grateful. Let us know what your favorite parts were and what you'd like to hear more of. It will help us have a greater impact, elevating many more people to grow and succeed together. See you next time.